today will be one of the best days of shopping throughout the prep. Peak week shopping. And obviously we're going to be getting our normal stuff for our diet for peak week or whatever your coach has you have, but also we're going to include some goodies in there that I've been craving and I think I deserve them as well. So without further ado, peak week shopping with Santi. So this final peak week, today's Monday, weigh-in is Friday, show is Saturday. What am I doing different now that I'm doing that, what am I doing different this week that I was not doing weeks prior, last week, 3 weeks out? I'm not doing anything different. I really truly believe that when, and Andrew agrees with me, and I agree with Andrew, is that if you do the preparation correctly and you get ready for a show the way you're supposed to, and you're lean enough, there really is no hocus pocus, no tricks of the trade or anything like that that you can do to significantly look that much better. I think that if you do the work early and you put in the time, you really don't need to change anything. So we're not really going to carb deplete. We're not going zero carbs. We're not doing anything like that. We're not doing sodium loading or sodium depletion or anything like that. The only difference that I'm doing this week than other weeks is the type of workouts that I'm doing, which I'm going to be doing a lot more higher set depletion style workouts. Pump blood in there, do a lot of sets, smaller rest periods in between, and try not to destroy the muscle. That would be one. The second thing that I'm doing different is drinking a lot more water than I'm used to. I believe that I should just drink water when I'm thirsty during my prep, not force myself to drink water. So usually it's about a gallon. Right now we're pumping at least 3 gallons a day of water, 2.5, 3 gallons a day, and soon we'll start pulling back on that. You know, we're overloading on the fluids right now. Cardio is exactly the same. It's not changing. Cardio is 2-a-days, 30 minutes fasted, 30 minutes post-workout, intervals on the stairs. That's not changing. I'm going to be doing cardio all the way until the day of weigh-in. So all the way until Friday, I'm going to be doing cardio. I'm not going to be pulling back on cardio. I think that even though my legs would thank me maybe, I feel that my legs are harder when I keep cardio in. And I did that for nationals as well. We kept cardio all the way until the very last day, day prior getting to the stage. Training, although, is going to stop on Thursday, the day before doing the weigh-in. We'll cut our workout that day. I'll probably, as I'm carbing up for the show, I'm probably going to be doing maybe some push-ups, to get some blood moving, but nothing crazy. 1,000 groceries by hand across the street. I could just wheel it in. So I don't want to get any hate comments on my beautiful, awesome cart. Actually, I'm going to put it back. I'm going to put it back because I don't know if it's going to be good by then. Most people, they go with tilapia. But me and Ariel, last year, when we were prepping, we started experimenting with different types of fish, and we found that we both like swai. And swai is a catfish, kind of very similar macros and everything like tilapia, but we think that it does taste a little bit better, a little bit more pleasing than tilapia. So we this is what we eat, and it's more affordable too. have to get a lot of eggs because this is only one day. One thing is one day. So that's the 4 days worth. We are in the baby aisle. Not because I'm a baby, but because baby food is actually really good for carving out. So, rice cereal Gerber brand. This is one thing that I learned from prepping with Stan McQuay. Rice cereal from the Gerber brand. It has to be the Gerber brand because it's pulverized extremely fine. So for the same amount of macros that you would get in oatmeal, you get in the Gerber brand. So for 1 cup of this rice cereal, oh, I'm sorry about that. So 1 cup of this rice cereal, it gives you about 48 grams of carbs, so close to 50, almost like oatmeal. But I do see that there's less distension when you do this, so this is great for carving up for a show. Instead of using oatmeal, I think that it's perfect because it keeps your stomach down, and it also, you know, gives you the amount of carbs that you're looking for per serving. So this is a must right here. So people that don't know anything about baby food, they have different categories. They have kind of like almost like a first food, second food, third food. So as the baby gets older, you know, they put more calories and more crap in the baby food. So I look for third meal. So third meal is in the bottom, and then I go with something that's appealing, that's going to taste good backstage. Obviously, I'm not going to go with chicken and vegetables, but I will go with something like strawberry banana and maybe like a banana mango apple. Sounds about right. So just in one of these, this is 2 packs per container. In 1 pack, you got 29 grams of carbs and 24 grams of sugar. So this is like a little caloric punch that you can take backstage. And again, it's all about keeping your stomach tight and not distending yourself with a lot of food. So this is light. It gives you 30 grams of carbs in 1 shot, and it tastes great too. I will be going with cookies and cream. And these are new. Vanilla latte. I don't like, nah. I'll just drink my coffee. And most people will think this is strange, but I'm a huge fan, and this has been since I was little. Very little. Unfrosted strawberry. Most people think this is insane. I love this flavor. It's one of my favorite flavors. Nothing else is very appealing. So one thing that I cannot prep without is French's honey mustard. I don't care what any prep coach tells me, this is not coming off of my diet. This is not coming off. So here you go. This is a lifesaver for dieting. These right here, sharp cheddar. Sharp cheddar. This is new. White cheddar garlic bread. And we've made it to my second favorite aisle. First aisle being alcohol. Ice cream. And I like to eat cheat clean, So I go with Halo Top. So we get a couple flavors on Halo Top. Made it. Made it. She likes absolute peach, so she gets absolute peach. I'm almost there.
Oh, it's alright. You make up for it.
Maybe next year.
You make up for it in bulk.
You don't happen to have Stoli Elite here?
No.
No Stoli. No Stoli. Okay. So we're done shopping. Now it gives me an opportunity to talk a little bit about the stuff that I got. I put the Halo Top in the freezer already so that it doesn't melt, obviously. But I just like that. There's nothing to peak week about Halo Top other than I want to eat some after, and I don't want to overload myself with lactose. So I feel like something like that, a cleaner source of ice cream, or is going to not upset my stomach after dieting, for 15 weeks. So I mean, I'm just gonna start pulling things out of the bin, and putting them away, and I'll talk about each one. Obviously, an essential for peak week is going to be rice cakes. I think that's a staple of peak week. I think people, everybody knows, oh, you gotta, eat rice cakes backstage. But why? Why do people eat rice cakes rather than something else? Number one, convenience. I mean, most places they don't have a microwave backstage, so you can't have your rice or anything like that. Oatmeal, unless it's already, cooked prior. So something like rice cakes is nice. It's light, it fills up your stomach so that you feel satisfied without really giving you a lot of bloat, and it's a dry carb. So that's pretty good. A lot of the times people might put jelly on it, or they might put some... So Andrew, my coach, is he calls audibles all the time, meaning that he calls changes on the diet on the fly, or he adds things, he takes things away. So I have to be prepared for whatever audible he might throw at me this last week, whether it's to add a red meat product or to add a carb product of some sort. So I have to be prepared at all times. He told me to get some red meat just in case. I haven't eaten red meat since probably December of last year, which is crazy because I love red meat. So I went ahead, and just in case he has me eat some red meat, one of the red meats that I did get was ground buffalo. Ground buffalo is something that I use during my carb up process or my filling out process for nationals when I was with Stan McQuay, and it stayed with me throughout the years with the final week preparation. Buffalo tastes very good. You have to make it medium rare or medium so that it doesn't dry out, but it's a great source of protein, a great source of those added fats there at the end of your prep. It's a 90-10. The other thing that I got, and it looked pretty good and it looked nice and fresh, was a New York strip steak. I like New York strip, so I think that even if we don't use this on our prep, it'd be nice to have this for breakfast with some steak and eggs in the morning. So this was a nice treat to find over at Publix too. There's more where that came from. Open up my fridge, and one thing that people will probably look at is how many cucumbers I have, especially peak week. Matt Porter, when I worked with him last year, he got me into cucumbers, something that I never really even thought of. And there's a couple reasons why I kept cucumbers in my general diet, especially peak week. One of them, the obvious one, being that it contains a lot of water. So it helps me get my water consumption for the day, and that's probably one of the main reasons. Number two, a lot of people, when you consume a lot of water, it creates this very natural diuretic process in your body where your body wants to expel more water because you're consuming a lot of water. So that's another positive about the cucumbers. In my opinion, they taste awesome and they bring texture to your dish. Me speaking like a chef now, it brings an added crunch to your dish or your salad, whatever you might be having. Another reason why I choose cucumbers is going to be because they're a lot more affordable than asparagus. Try to eat asparagus for a whole week, the amount that you would on peak week, and you're going to spend $100 just on asparagus. I think that it's the same. I get the same benefits with cucumbers. So here's my entire inventory for right now for cucumbers. I probably eat about maybe 1 or 2 of these a day. So these are my cucumbers. This is show day. Saturday. Right now it's 8 a.m.